Huntington resident and medium Richard Schoeller will be the first guest on the Kerriann and Joe Show this Thursday at 10 p.m. Schoeller is a practicing professional medium who says he can communicate with spirits who have passed on.
I'm thrilled to be working with Kerriann and Joe. I've been in their company more than once and have worked with them a couple of times. And they're both wonderful people. There's no question about that.
Huntington resident and author Kerriann Flanagan Brosky and medium and paranormal investigator Joe Giaquinto are the paranormal investigative team who created the Ghosts of Long Island book series. They say their blog talk radio show helps them expand upon the stories and paranormal topics explored in their books.
Our radio show, it's the Kerriann and Joe Show, The Spirit Connection, and it's been a wonderful experience for Joe and I because it's an extension of what we already do. We've been on so many television shows and radio shows that we finally decided, why don't we just do one for ourselves?
We looked at what we were doing, we really enjoyed it. We had a lot more to say, we had a lot more behind the scenes to share with the audience. And we said, well, let's do something where we control the format and we could put something out there and maybe spend some more time on the things that we feel are more important, like the spiritual aspect, and maybe teach some things to people. Plus, we wanted a venue where people could call in and ask us questions, because what would invariably happen at the book signings and the special events where we're doing something at a particular location, like the historical center or something, people would come up to us at the end of the event and want to ask us questions, and they wanted to know more about it. They wanted to know how they could join and get involved in what we were doing. So the radio show is a great opportunity because you can call in from anywhere in the world and instantly you can connect to us, and it's sort of like email, but it's a more public venue. We're sort of coast to coast right now. We've had callers from New England and from southern United States, from Florida. We also have callers from out west. We had one caller from LA, and we had another caller from Wisconsin, so we're in like basically every time zone of the country right now.
And so we started the program in February. It airs every Thursday night from 10 to 11 on Blog Talk Radio. And now that we're a little bit more into a routine with the shows, we're going to start having guests. So we're very excited to have a very good friend of mine, Richard Schoeller, who is a very well-known medium on Long Island, and he's going to be our first guest this Thursday on March 31st, so we're really excited to have that. So, and from that point on, we'll be featuring one guest a month, and in between that, Joe and I will be talking about investigations that we are working on, or things from Joe's Ghost Hunters of Long Island group, and different things that I'm working on. So, you know, we have a packed couple of months planned out already, which is wonderful.
I'm looking forward to being with them because the way they work together is delightful. They have a great way about them. They have a very comfortable way of being. And as I think all three of us can both joke about and also support each other, we're normal, you know, so we can laugh at things and yet we have a view of the world slightly different. I'm looking forward to sharing experience. I'm looking forward to hearing where they are and talking about whatever's going on. Mediumistically, psychically, intuitively. I'm looking forward to doing whatever I can to support them with this radio program. I'm excited for them because they're bringing out to both nationally and possibly internationally, from what I hear, a message that I think is very important. So I'm looking forward to supporting them in their endeavor.
Joe and I have always gotten compliments on how well we work together, and we try to play back and forth, banter back and forth a little bit, which is fun to give people a sense. In fact, one of our shows that was a lot of fun was a bloopers show, because people say, well, you two seem pretty normal, you know, what goes on behind the scenes of these investigations? And so that was pretty funny. So we brought that show out to give us to give the listeners a little bit more input and understanding of, as far as our relationship and how we work together in the field, and that it is fun, you know, and that we have some interesting and fun experiences during the process.
And we're going to have other guests. We're going to have Margot Asseri from the Three Village Historical Society, and she's going to talk about the spirits of Setauket and Strong's Neck, which is great. We're working on some other guests. We're going to have a guest that's going to talk about a labyrinth that she does every year. And we are going to have another lady who does dream analysis. So it's just going to be a great lineup. But plus, Kerriann and I are going to continue doing our show formats on various topics.
The show airs live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. To access it, you can go to blogtalkradio.com/Kerriann and Joe Show. In Huntington, Chris Collora reporting.